Sound speeds?
Camera speeds? 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Good morning, you guys. It is currently 7:28 a.m. This is honestly what we look like in the morning. I just took a quick shower, brushed my teeth, took care of my Invisalign, and then the number one thing I do every single morning and every night, not sponsored, buy it with my own money, moisturizer. What I use in the morning, the CeraVe AM. So again, this is what I use every morning. And then every night, after I take off my makeup and wash my face, I will use their PM. You guys, again, these are not sponsored, and I was just getting so overwhelmed with the amount of skincare you get pushed at you and gifted and told you need to try and need to have. It's like when you turn 30, that's like the thing you are now obsessed with, skincare and plants. But I didn't like all of that. I just wanted something that was very, very simple. Thank you for coming to my skincare TED Talk that no one asked for, no one wanted, and again, was not sponsored. Now it's time to take care of the hair and a little bit of makeup. I still don't know, and I interview in 3 hours. I don't really know what interview ready makeup is, so we're just gonna see what happens in here. I'll catch back with you guys in a little bit. Of course, we are getting some Starbucks this morning. We are also doing a very short trip. I'm taking a friend to a doctor's appointment because they didn't want to go by themselves, and they're going through just a really scary time, and I didn't want them to be by themselves. So, taking care of the hair and the makeup. We'll see what this looks like. All right, makeup is on, but definitely not any lipstick, and that needs to happen. Guys, it is so much later. It is 9:35. I just dropped my friend off here at the lovely Ohio State Wexner Center. I'm going to sit here because as long as I sit in the car, I am operating the vehicle, so I can sit in the patient drop-off area right out front. I'm not a doctor, of course, and I always feel bad about this. Why do they make parking at hospitals so difficult? Like, I'm seeing children, patients coming in, and it just looks like it's a stressful situation just to park the car, and that's the least of their worries. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Definitely gonna pick some lipstick. I rushed out the door. I was just taking my sweet time, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I have to leave the house in 8 minutes. So I literally did not stop for coffee. I threw this in my bag with a straw. I just grabbed handfuls of bobby pins, just whatever I could find, I threw in the bag. Everything I need to film for my interview. They wanted an instrument, and I'm not gonna bring my big guitar or my piano keyboard, so the ukulele it is. They don't need me to actually like play this. They just want to get like some B-roll shots of me playing and orchestrating a music class. We'll see how that goes. I'll also see if I'm allowed to film anywhere in the vicinity. I'm gonna film walking in because they can at least tell me there, like, you're not supposed to film, and I can say, oh, I didn't know. When you use your viewfinder, because it is literally the widest mirror you have. Guys, it is now 10:15. I'm going in a few minutes. I'm waiting in my car. I was brought out here. I went in earlier. I checked in. They made sure that I followed their rules. Their rules really were like no logos on your shirt, basic solids, I guess. I didn't want anything that was like too distracting, so I just went with a plain white t-shirt, and I've got jean capris on. This new station's gonna get the ukulele concert they didn't know they needed. Happy to be here. Dropped my friend off, by the way. He's doing well, but I did not obviously film him. Oh, so today on the docket, I am going to do this interview, and then I have got some email correspondence to attend to. I know I asked you a few weeks ago in my community tab here on YouTube if you wanted me to start documenting the journey of working with potential sponsors. So what I did is, once I started getting some that weren't really like random, I would get things like skinny teas and things that emulate what Botox would look like. Just random things that have nothing to do with me or my channel, and things that I do not agree with. That's my big thing. I don't want a sponsorship by something I am not familiar with. But a few did come in that I am familiar with, so I am very interested just to see how the correspondence goes. I'll update you guys later when I'm back in my office, but needless to say, they reached out to me. I did a little bit of research, figured out Typically when sponsors reach out to you, they want to know numbers. What would it cost to get this? What would it cost to get that? And there is no book. There is no black and white rule. If you have this many subscribers or this much engagement or this much watch time, it doesn't work that way. It's usually I charge this much, you either agree or disagree, or we negotiate. And that's where we are right now. They reached out to me, I wrote back to them, the ball was in their court, and they just got back to me now, so I will let you know. I'll also let you know what companies these are once we have reached an agreement. I don't want to have like bad blood with any companies, which I don't right now, but I don't want to have any bad blood with companies and then have already given their names. If things don't work out, which I'm going into this, like, for lack of a better term, I'm going into this kind of like a poker game. If they say yes, great. If they say no, great. But we'll get into that later today. Right now, I'm going to just take my stuff, pack up the bag, wait to be told. These interns, by the way, they walk you to and from your car, they get you checked in, they want to know if you need water or coffee or anything, and that's amazing. I'll film as much as I can in here. If and when they tell me to turn the camera off, we're out of luck. But until then, we're gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna pack up, I'll see you inside. Guys, it is hot and humid out here. Lord, but we're going in. You guys, this is the room. Hold on, let me lower my aperture. It's a little bit bright. There we go. This is our room. They don't have lights or cameras set up yet. You can see we have sanitizer. Right now, they don't mind not wearing a mask, but once more people come in, we'll be masked up until we are interviewing. But this is very cool. The space is beautiful and it looks over the water. Can I just live here? This is so nice. No one has said anything about filming yet, so until that happens, I'm gonna film as much as I'm allowed to. Probably will stop when the crew comes in here. 35 minutes. Like they...
They're actually in New York. They're actually in New York.
Interview is all done and it is time to go get some lunch. Guys, it is all finished. I technically have until it strikes noon to be in this room, and then I get escorted out and they sanitize. So we discussed not only me and my history with teaching, but the whole online platform. All of the teachers who have just adapted and pivoted and, you know, opened their Zoom classrooms or portal classrooms on all their platforms. So it has been an honor, and I thank all of you guys who are here on this community. I'm not naive to the fact that I'm only doing these interviews and amazing opportunities because of you guys. So thank you all. For now, it is time to get another coffee because I do teach at 1:30, so I have 90 minutes to get home, have my lunch. I got Panera, you pick two, have a coffee, probably change my clothes, and teach. It's also my dad's birthday, so Dad, happy birthday. It's only noon and it feels so much later. So much has happened today, but lunchtime. Good morning, you guys. It is Tuesday, August 10th, the day after the fun adventures of driving around town, interviewing, and whatever else we did yesterday. That's why I vlog. You guys really are like my online diary, and it is 5 minutes till class. What does my schedule look like today? I have 10 o'clock class, 11 o'clock class, and then 2.5 hours off until 2 o'clock. So that's good. I went downstairs and I saw that my downstairs just needs swept. There's kitten fur everywhere, and we try very hard to make this house not feel like a cat home. So we are always dusting, sweeping, vacuuming, wiping down, cleaning out. I'm also looking at a couple classes that have been selling out fairly well. I'm very happy with them. The thing is, I'm not pricing them high enough, and they're one-time classes. I'm not pricing them high enough that they're really lucrative unless I'm teaching that exact class like 2 to 3 times a day or 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm in that internal conflict of, do I raise that price or do I just teach more of that class? And I'm leaning towards the latter. This class is only a half hour. It's a one-time. It is a funnel. You guys have now seen my video about funneling. I have created 2 or 3 one-time funnels for my ongoing and camps that have really helped this year. Honestly, they have been amazing. So I'm just gonna set up, I will teach, and then I will take you guys with me, water the garden, make lunch, and then I want to sit down and talk to you guys about my thoughts on yesterday and going through my very first like sponsorship negotiation. It's a weird situation where I want to honor myself and what I'm worth and what I would bring to the table versus what are they willing to pay for it. So I am officially right now in negotiations. I'll give you guys an update on that later today. For right now, I'm gonna set up, gonna teach, write out a couple things that I need to get done today, and we'll get through today. Maybe if I teach and it rains, I won't have to go outside and garden. Or water. That's what I meant to say. Water. Test 1, audio on, check 1, 2. Fun fact, this was one of my very first classes I ever made, and I'm very pleased that it's actually still here. Like, it's still happening. Screen share on, audio on. Hello everyone. I'm gonna check your guys' audio in just a second, but I always say happy or good morning, and then I realize some people are in places where it's not morning, but class is now done, so I took the headphones off and using the viewfinder, putting the headband back on. I've got 10 minutes until my next class. It's only a half hour. This one was a 45-minute class. Just because that class just finished, I am going to leave a follow-up message for an hour from now. I'm sure Outschool teachers here know you can post on the page, like in a class page, but you can set it for later in the day, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, you guys are leaning down a little bit. That's not cute. This was a one-time class, so I'm letting them know that it was a great meeting today. You know, hope you have a great week, and then letting them know about the follow-up class that they'll get information on. And I don't want to send it right now because the class just ended. I don't want it to be like, hey guys, order now. I don't want it to sound salesy. This is just to inform the learners and the parents there are other options that follow up this class. So I just clicked on publish, and then it's asking to set a publish time. I want to publish it later today. Let's say I want to publish it in 10 minutes. I don't want to wait too long, so that's that. Now I've got 10 minutes to kill. I need to clean off this desk and change this camera battery because it's about to die. All right, you guys, morning classes are now done. I really like having no more than 2 back-to-back. I really like that. I know, realistically speaking, with this being such a big chunk of my dependent income, it's not going to be an option most days, but I really enjoy it and I hope it continues. I need to make a note here from my class that just finished because a couple learners didn't get to finish a presentation. So a week from now is August 17th. So thoughts from yesterday. I have mixed feelings about it because I know there are so many people who want to work from home. They want to have an opportunity to provide for their family. And while I love recommending Outschool, it's not something like ESL where you sign up and the lessons are provided for you. There's a lot of work up front. So they were asking those kind of questions in my interview, like what would you recommend for beginner teachers? What did you do? What were your pros and cons, your struggles and victories? I was honored to do it. I was honored to tell the story, but I didn't want to give off the idea that it's like, oh, it's just sign up and it's really easy, because it's very much not. Right now, I am waiting to hear back from that sponsorship offer. And again, I will keep you guys posted on any updates. I've never done something like this before. I have received things like, free product to review, letting people know about my experiences, affiliate codes, that kind of sponsorship, but never we're paying you money up front. Like, this is a different kind of sponsorship for me. I hope this is helpful. Right now, all I did is I looked up, you know, how much should you be charging for sponsorships based on your subscribers, your watch time, your engagement. Like, there's a lot of different things. And number of subscribers doesn't really hold as much weight as it used to. They look for things like how long people actually watch your videos, who's tuning in every week, you know, what are the demographics, the ages, the genders. So a lot went into that, and again, I will keep you guys all posted. In the next 30 minutes, I wrote out just a little tiny cleaning checklist. Gonna go downstairs, wipe stuff down, sweep, Swiffer. I'm going to use this cleaning time as an opportunity to set my Fitbit for 30 minutes, and for that 30 minutes, I do not sit down. I will clean and sweep and Swiffer and do everything, and if I get that chore done, I just look around and I see, like, what needs cleaned? What needs wiped down? Does something need to be taken out to trash or recycling? How are the cats' litter? How are the dishes? Like, this is just my time to try to keep up with everything. I have tried earlier in the summer, and I'm sure I have it in a vlog somewhere, I have tried to be really meticulous, and I used to try to set like Monday dish day, Tuesday laundry, and it didn't work because things would happen and I wasn't always able to get my Monday chores done, my Tuesday chores done. So now it's just when I have time. Like, I don't want to eat breakfast until, or basically lunch, until 12:15. So I've got 45 minutes, so why not go be productive and get things done? All that jabbering to say, I'm gonna go downstairs and clean and try to just keep productive until 12:15. I've got a video going live at that time, so I will see you guys later in the day, and hopefully I'll have a clean house. Good morning, you guys. This is what it looks like in the morning. I don't know the last time I vlogged with you guys because it was kind of a hectic day. Long story short, had a very emotional end to the day yesterday. I taught a one-time class, and one of the learners, there were 7 learners, and one of them was a little girl in, I almost said hospice care. No, not hospice care. I'm honestly trying to think of the best way to explain this. She was a little girl that came on the camera. You could clearly tell she was in a hospital unit. She had a really cute bandana. You could hear a nurse setting up treatment she was on. I guess children, I do not know anything about this, so please forgive me if I misstate this. But I guess if you are receiving any kind of chemotherapy treatment, you are on a very strict schedule. Like, these are your times to get your treatment, and it can be hours. So this little girl was like getting set up. She was the sweetest little girl. You would have never guessed that she was going through what she was going through. And I was so impressed by these other learners. They didn't ask questions. They didn't pry. Honestly, I think the only questions they asked were about all the little stuffed animals she had, like, in her big chair. We could see, like, on her camera, she was in this really big chair. And I've never been more thankful, A, that the class went so well. B, I stayed over like 3 minutes and let the kids like sit and chat and talk, and I could tell this little one was just so excited to be there. And I was also never more excited that Charlotte came, and like she jumped up on my lap, and the kids couldn't see her, but they could hear her meow, and they all, like, the conversation stopped. Miss Kristen, do you have a cat? So I showed Charlotte, who is again outside. She got many treats after. And I finished the class. It went so well, like smiles all around, said bye to each and every one individually, turned the camera off, came downstairs. My husband asked how the class went, and I sobbed. I literally just couldn't say the words. I was like, the class went well, and there was this girl, and I think it just hit me because I don't want the child to see me react to their situation. That is not fair or kind. I would never do it. My husband, like, he was probably creeped out because he was just working down here, asked his wife how the class went, and then saw her in a sobbing mess. He like put everything down and came over and hugged me, and it was great. But after that, I took the rest of the night off, and now here I am the next morning. I am taking some black coffee because we've just been traveling a lot, as you've heard me mention in the vlog, and I've been a lot more tired. I've had a lot more sugar and cream and sweets and things, and I think it's time to do a little bit of reset. The camera itself is sitting on a water bottle right now. But right now I am updating my fixed expense budget because now that it's August, that means I don't get paid from my classroom salary job at the end of this month. So I still have 2 paychecks from my classroom job. I got that question a lot this summer, by the way. When I announced I was leaving, they were like, well, do you get paid in the summer? Are you still getting paid now? What's going on? My contract is not completed until September 1st. So I still have all of August. So I had all of June, July, and August to receive paychecks. That's why No Buy July was in July, because my salary job paid me 3 times because there were 3 Fridays. But now I am putting together my updated fixed expenses. Pretty cut and dry. I like to just know the minimum number I have to make. When I do my own entrepreneur, solopreneur lifestyle, I just like to know what is the minimum. Not because I strive to hit the minimum, but I will know, hey, should I pivot to another online teaching company? Should I side hustle? What should I do just to make sure I hit? These are just fixed expenses. This has nothing to do with investing, saving. Oh, no, savings. No. There are savings. But there's nothing extra in this budget for investing, travel, and leisure spending. This is just the minimum I need to pay things like my mortgage, property tax, car payment, my Roth IRA, because that's my new retirement. I am also, if you are a teacher who is leaving the classroom, make a meeting with a financial advisor to make sure you know what to do with your retirement. I have had multiple years in my classroom job and I need to move. I worked for a private school, so we did a 403B, not a regular 401k. So I emailed my advisor and said, hey, I need to know after I'm done contributing to this, so after September 1st, what should I do? So we've set up meetings to move around financials so that I am still on track to retire. Very important, millennials. They didn't teach us this in school because they taught us to take out student loans and get that college degree, but do investing, do retirement. I don't teach till 4 p.m. and I'm very excited about it. I just wanted to write out my budget. I had been meaning to do it. And typically I don't teach much on Wednesdays. It's kind of like my mental day to just do what I want to do. But I'm just trying to figure out expenses, what's going to happen. I think I'm going to take a few weeks off from YouTube and then in the fall come back with an updated Tuesday talk chit chat kind of video and a Friday. I think the vlogs, I think I'm going to call the work from home diaries, since it's now going to be completely working from home. Starting off the adventure. I might even put episode tags on them, like Work From Home Diaries, episode 1, and then just start documenting the series. You guys are gonna see the good, the bad, you know, the weeks that I, make an adequate amount of money, and I'm sure there will be weeks where I don't. So we will learn as we go. I did hear back from the news station. They will let me know when my segment will air, and they're going to send me links and everything and I can share them. I have no idea how any of that works, so we will find out. But it was really cool seeing like the lighting and the different crews and having interns and being asked a bunch of different questions, teaching a pretend class so they could have different cameras on me while teaching it. As for that sponsorship deal I was telling you about earlier in this vlog, I have not yet heard back from them. I wish I had an update. I wish I could say sponsorships are quick and easy. You just email, they say yes, and you go to work. Apparently not in my experience, and I want to keep this as real, raw, and honest with you as possible. I have not yet heard back from them, so until I do, I'm just going to keep that email. I have like a drafts folder, and then I have a folder that's like unresolved meetings or projects, and it's just sitting in that unresolved folder, so I know to go and look at it. But you guys, I think that's it right now. I'm very happy to take a few weeks off. I was getting into a place where I was just glued to the online teaching community on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and I was comparing numbers, and I was looking at all the people that were out of a job and trying to pivot, and I was just in this constant whirl of how can I help? I'm not growing as fast as she is. I don't know what's going on. What do I need to do to improve? And it wasn't a healthy mindset. So you notice in the last vlog, I said I really need to take a break, but because of my interview, I really wanted to get this vlog out And now I'm going into like a 2 weeks, maybe 3, of not filming, not editing. I'm really just gonna sit with this notebook and brainstorm. I have a day pass at a co-working space, so I might go there and literally just sit with my notebook, put all the electronics away for an hour, play some nice background music, and just write out ideas. We'll see. Right now, I'm gonna go water plants, take a shower. This hair is so dirty. So a little self-care today, maybe do my nails, shave my legs, shower, just all the stuff that I wanna do in terms of self-care. And then I am watching the TV show called Manifest on Netflix. I did not know it was so popular. I did not know fans were upset about not having a 3rd season, I think. I just chose it because when I went on to Netflix looking for something to start watching, it was the first thing that popped up. So I said, okay. And now I just started season 2. So maybe I'll just shower, relax, watch Manifest, and I will see you guys in a few weeks. Please feel free to message me, email me, DM, comment, whatever you like for things you want to see in the future. You guys by now, I think, know what this channel is mainly about. Just now it's working from home, online teaching, travel, the life of an entrepreneur, the good, the bad. If I get updates on the sponsorships, of course I'll update you. But teachers going back into the classroom this week or this month, you're amazing. Let me know if I can help at all. Students, be safe, happy, and healthy. 3rd pandemic school year in a row. Bye, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.